afternoon, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a, wow, my 90th.
Really?
90th Tech Tuesday. Good afternoon. I need to connect now
Yeah.
so I can see them.
You want to connect? We're
So,
connecting.
I have you guys far away so that
Okay.
my very wonderful guest here
Hello.
would be able to get in close because we had a hard time the last one.
There you
So let's do this live. Okay, I'm gonna turn the
Oh,
volume
yeah.
down so we don't have any repeat. Okay. What lip do I have my wife? They're hitting. Wow, they're hitting the ground running. That's pretty nice.
Wow.
10 more. Yep, you're right, Kevin. 10 more. Hello, Alfie. Good seeing you. Thanks so much for joining as well. Yes, I do have tons of F-22A parts, but today we are in a special location. Wow, they're hitting the ground running today, which is great.
They're ready
Epic
for
Rider
you.
Ken says, hello, Bisi, hello, guest. And so
Hello.
she's a guest, but she doesn't have a name. And a very exciting career, and we're in an exciting location here as well. So why don't you tell my family who you are and where we are?
Hello to the Bisimoto family. I am so happy to be here. My name is Vinita Kilnani, and we're here actually at the Blue Room Post.
Wow, she's getting hearts. What the heck? Okay, you know what?
Oh, thank
Okay,
you
you know
for
what?
the hearts.
They're gonna all these hearts. It's gonna be another heart session. Look, there's more. Okay, carry on.
We're
I get
here at
excited.
the Blue Room Post studio in the Manhattan Beach Studios. And
Oh.
it's very exciting because, as you can see behind us, we have microphones, and we're in a very cool sound booth.
Yeah.
And is this your first time?
My first time, and you know, I love things technical, and it looks extremely technical back here. It's absolutely fantastic. And
Ah,
this campus where we're in, it's actually quite famous with a lot of famous people and a lot of great activity. And
yeah.
the film industry has happened here as well.
Why don't you tell them who's next door?
James Cameron upstairs,
Yeah.
which is really crazy. And they used to film, for those of you who remember, Alec McBeal and quite a few other shows in this very same campus, which is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look at the heart.
Ah, thanks for the
Kevin, that's Kevin. Hey, you think that's Kevin doing this?
Chris.
Ah, he's calling you Chris, Kevin. Wow, so, because I wanted to get us all into this and pretty far away, but so you see me looking down once in a while to her phone. It's pretty cool.
Oh,
phone.
yeah. Oh,
Pretty
thanks.
lightweight, very nice. I have this big bulky thing, but
Oh, yeah.
anyway,
I
it's pretty
have smaller
good.
hands. But yeah,
Oh.
so like he said, there are. What's he saying? Do we have some marriage proposals on
No,
there?
not
What's going
yet,
on?
but ARC build says that a record's about to drop in here or something like that. We're about to drop a record.
Hey,
Yeah,
you should
we're gonna make a rap video right now.
A rap video?
Go for it. Go
Oh
for
my
it.
God.
He's gonna be dancing.
Kevin says hi, Heather.
Whatever, Chris.
So yeah, so we're
No,
here, you
Alfie,
guys.
I'm not rapping.
We're at the
Okay.
Blue.
You
okay,
should rap.
He
You
is
guys
No.
should
gonna rap.
totally do an
No.
improv real quick. And just
Should we rap?
I don't
Do
know
it.
how
Go,
to rap.
Vanita.
I don't-
You
nobody-
start it.
Okay, you start.
We're here at the Blue Room Post Studio.
Yo, 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 yo. Nah,
Oh
nah.
my
I
God,
don't
that's
know.
horrible.
Let me stop. That's horrible.
You totally
That's so
worked it
bad.
out.
I'm not good at all. Good afternoon, This Fit Moves. Good seeing
Oh
you.
my
And
gosh.
something that Vinita is actually holding back on is she's a very accomplished actress. She's been in. There's actually a film you have coming up, a filming you have coming up soon.
Yes.
That's pretty
yes.
pretty interesting, and it'll be in our neck of the woods. But what is that?
Yeah, so let me just talk about myself for 2 seconds. So I'm an actor. I've been acting for many years and also singing. But yeah, I booked a small role in a feature film that I actually can't mention yet.
Oh, okay, sorry.
But it's very exciting, and I have a motherly role, and
Oh.
but then I might die, so that's kind of
Hint,
sad.
in the film, not right here.
No, yeah, not right
But
now.
Vinny and I met,
that's
you know, there are events that Roseback puts together, this Morning Octane, and Vinny and I have met each other quite a few times at that venue. The last one we had was at that famous bridge out in Pasadena, and then the one prior to that was at the City Hall in Pasadena. And beautiful cars, they've always been very kind to me. She's been fantastic. She's a hardcore enthusiast.
Yeah.
So even though she's in the film industry and everything from recording to from sound and music to even film and commercials, she is still an enthusiast at heart, and we really appreciate that.
Thank you. Yeah,
know?
I was, so I'll tell you how I started. I used to be, or I'm very into cars, first of all. And many, many years ago, I got my first Porsche, and I had showed up to these Resnack events. They're called Morning Octane. I'm sure some of you guys have come or seen him on the live. And my good friend Steve Bland, who actually is here today, you'll see him in a second, he has a company called Big Logo Advertising, and so he was there filming. and he ended up recruiting me, and so I started interviewing all the car guys.
Yeah.
So one day I came up to this guy here, and we just started talking about cars, and so every single car event, that's how I became
It's
buddies
great.
with him, and now I'm so honored to be a special guest.
So you get some questions here. They're asking, OK Bikes is asking, do you own a Honda?
Do I own a Honda? At the moment, I do not own a Honda.
Another question from Celestron, can you drift?
I would like to learn how to drift.
Ah.
Yeah, I want to learn stick shift. That's what I want to talk to you about.
Ah, very nice.
Maybe I can get him to teach
Actually,
me.
Heidi's a better teacher. Because she learned herself. No one even taught her. She just got in the car.
I literally bought an old Del Slow, and I took it around our complex, and it's like, I was like, you know what, it can't be that difficult, right? So I kind of read up on like how a manual transmission works and blah blah blah, and I'm like, okay, you just learn the technical aspects of it. So it's like you just clutch shift, right? So the hardest part is when you first take off, obviously, but
yeah, no, I need to learn.
They give me a hard time. They're like,
what do they
you can't
say?
drive stick next.
oh,
That's Chris from AM.
I'm sorry, I know it's terrible. My car's a PDK, guys.
He's
Can
just
I
kidding,
get some
just
partial
kidding.
credit? Because I have a PDK on my car.
What kind of Porsche do you own there?
I have a 718.
Not
dang.
No. Yeah, it's cute.
mid-engine.
It's cute.
Awesome. I love those.
mid-engine.
Same
I
here.
can take turns better than a lot of people.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the 718s handle better than 911s in my opinion.
Yes.
The only thing it lacks is slightly in the suspension department, but definitely in the power department. But we can fix that.
Yeah.
So that's a big deal.
I'm gonna
You know.
send it over to him. What are the questions?
Way better.
Oh, Reggie's saying that. I want to get Hedi so bad. She's so lucky I'm behaving, and that's Reggie.
Oh, come on in.
Um,
There, come right here.
Do you see my big head, Reggie?
Derek says Del Sols are awesome.
They are awesome. It was like the most fun.
Hello, Club
The
500.
most fun car.
Let's see
Yeah, I
here.
want to learn, but I do want to learn. Like that's my goal for this year.
Huh?
Is
It's
I want
easy.
to learn.
Don't put
We
too
don't
much
have
thought into
we
it.
don't have a stick shift in our family right now, but
Really?
maybe
911 or no life. Okay, Andy.
Oh,
Andy from
come
RC Build.
on.
I love both, but you know, for me, my opinion, the perfect Porsche, the perfect two-door Porsche would be a Cayman with a 911 GT3 engine. That would be.
I think so.
And what we see, there are companies back east, some of our partners back east that even make a business out of doing that, out of transplanting 911 engines, direct injection and multi-point injection into Caymans, both old and new.
Why do that? Just upgrade
You know.
the twin turbo kit.
Hello, AJ. AJ, you were racing this weekend in the heat. Be careful out there. And Sam, thank you so much. For those of you who don't know Relentless Racing and Rock Fab, these are two people who have learned immensely in road racing. I come from drag racing, so I do a ton of drag racing. He's laughing.
Not the female drag race.
Oh, not the female drag, not like RuPaul drag racing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm positive. You know, these are real. So anyway, nonetheless, like drag racing on a quarter mile and 8 miles, so on and so forth. And I started dabbling to road racing, and something I never got experience with, but it was very exciting to be able to explore that. And it's so crazy in drag racing. We spend so much money to spend less and less time on the track.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's so true.
While road racing, you can keep going lap after lap. It's pretty enjoyable. But I had to learn. I was drag racing on the road strip, on a road race track, and
Oh my gosh.
Sam taught me the ropes, and then AJ refined that even more, and then now I'm a much better driver and enjoy my cars more, which is pretty good. You know.
What about you?
Oh, Kevin says, which we need to get back to.
Oh.
He said we need to get back to.
We need to get back to
No, I need to get back to
like,
racing. Is what he's saying.
talking about racing.
Yeah.
Dang.
Wow, I like Kevin.
TBD is asking, what does determination mean to you?
To me or to him?
To both of us, I assume. So,
wow.
why don't we start with you? What does determination mean to you?
Oh wow, determination means never giving up.
Yeah.
And just being persistent, staying focused, and just going at it. 100%.
Yeah, that's great.
What do you think?
I think that's fantastic. For me, it's keeping the eye on the prize. As Hedy always says, beginning with the end in mind, so you know what that goal is you have,
Yeah.
and you have this laser focus, relentless laser focus on that goal. And one thing I noticed in life is, and I've seen it with my friends and family and sometimes myself, if you focus on the task at hand, many times it can discourage you because like, oh, it's so hard to do this. Oh my God, I cut my hand. Oh my God, I'm doing this. Oh, it's too difficult. But if you stay focused on the end product, it doesn't feel as laborious. And then as you keep seeing, getting closer and closer to your goal and you achieve it, is the most amazing thing.
Yeah.
It's fantastic when we build cars and it's on paper. And we're like, okay, this car is nice, this all-wheel drive wagon, or this crazy minivan, or this crazy Porsche, or this crazy 935s on paper, but to get there is really a tedious and challenging process. And it takes determination, it takes that focus and persistence to get there. And that's what it means to me.
How do you eat an elephant?
How do you eat an elephant?
You cook it.
One bite at a time.
Okay, so Darkwood says, I like to make a compressed air injection system, pre-turbo exhaust spool the turbo very quickly. What I think it'll throw off the AFR. Do you think a solution could be? Well, one thing that you could do that. Matter of fact, there's some racing sanctioning bodies that do that, especially if you look at what people do in, let's say, some off-road racing, some rally racing, they do that. And you need a controller for AFRs that can react very quickly. So something that has 400 MIPS or higher would be ideal, so that when you do have changes in AFR, it can quickly, in closed loop, adjust and get you in the safe region. What you'll notice is, as you're spooling that turbo quicker, the engine is doing less work for the same amount of meter fuel. You'll end up seeing something along the lines of it running rich. So you need to correct that very quickly.
They want to know Vinita's Instagram handle.
Oh,
is
wow.
Miss India with
yes.
Bisi.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my
Okay.
God.
You're gonna be at SEMA with him.
Oh yeah.
People
Wow.
are going crazy.
My Instagram is at OMGVinita, which is OMGVinita. I think Bisi already posted something earlier.
I'll
But
type
yeah,
it in right now.
I make funny videos. So if you go to my Instagram page, you're gonna see me wearing wigs and costumes and doing accents, and comedy is life for me.
Hard.
So that's all my passion is comedy.
Are you going to be in SEMA?
Are we going to SEMA, guys?
I'm going to SEMA.
Are you
I have
inviting
to.
me?
Yes,
I have
let's
to.
go.
Are you guys inviting
Yes.
me?
You
So
should
guys,
come.
you're officially, we've invited her. She needs to come by.
Hearts.
I guess I'm coming
Hearts
to
and hearts.
SEMA, guys.
Hello, STI Builder. Good seeing you. For those of you who don't know STI Builder, he's in the Pacific Northwest, hardcore enthusiast. He drove all the way from the Seattle area down to Anaheim this past weekend for Spokon.
Wow.
And he has the cleanest WRX STI I've ever seen. It's absolutely immaculate. It's one of those builds that is not in your face, so you just look at it, it's a very clean build, but the closer you get to it, you see the small details. He's very
like
detail-oriented. The more you look, the more you see. It was great meeting you indeed. I really love your project. It's very nice.
How was that, by the way?
It was a great event. It was very, very busy. Hetty and I didn't get to walk around that much because Hetty's such a big celebrity. People keep stopping her.
I know. I
So
just
that
saw
being
her
said,
Instagram.
yeah, it's crazy.
Wow.
So I can't walk anywhere with her. So we kind of stayed
No,
mostly around
I have
the
to,
AM
really
booth.
lead him so I can just plow through, or else I'd miss anything.
Oh my god.
They stop
Anyway,
me.
I didn't get to leave the AM Index booth very much, which is pretty crazy,
Oh,
you know.
wow.
Thank you, Carrick. Glad to be live as well in this wonderful facility. Where are we today?
Once again, we're at the Blue Room Post Studios here on the Manhattan Beach studio lot. We have two studios. One is here, the other one's in Hollywood at the Rally lot, which we may do in the future.
Oh, that'd be great.
But this is a bigger one, and yeah, it's really cool. A lot of celebrities have actually recorded voice and sound right here in where we're sitting.
Wow.
Like, I can't really name them. I can name a couple of them, but I don't think I'm allowed to. But maybe it's on our Instagram. It's at Blue Room Post on Instagram if you want to follow or check out what we do, or if anyone out there needs ADR or looping or anything like that. This place is amazing.
Place to be.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of magic in this room.
I can start reading the questions
Peter,
for you.
that'd help. Peter Pattis, thank you so much for joining from Switzerland.
Yeah, read it.
We appreciate that indeed.
So
yeah, let us know.
Celsin.ar said,
Okay.
what are both of your favorite cars?
Ah,
Oh my god.
like cars we own or cars
Just-
period?
Favorite cars.
Well, I only own one car right now, and it's just my 718. Obviously, he's got more than one. I love my car. I mean, I obviously, in my future, I would like a Wraith.
Oh, look at I'm gonna sit over here. She's too rich for my blood.
But you know,
Wow.
hey, once again,
Hey, that's good.
back to
It's a
determination.
good goal. Yes, there you go.
We can have goals and we can strive, and I think the Wraith is a very sexy car, and one day I will have one. Maybe he will help me fix it up. I don't know. I don't know.
I'm crazy.
I love the
Bad
Wraith.
influence.
I also love a 911 Turbo
Oh.
S.
Good choice.
I think it's another very sexy car. For me, it's all about sex appeal. If I don't think the body of the car is sexy, I don't even look at it. I don't even want to know more
So you don't
about
like my wagon man then?
I love your wagon.
It's kind of boxy. How about you don't like my Odyssey then?
I don't know. And I know this is strange, but I love the older Panameras.
That's something I don't hear often.
I don't like the newer ones because like the
Interesting.
back to me doesn't have much roundness, and I'm a fan of that. That's just my
She likes
personal
big butts.
opinion.
She's
cannot
doing
lie.
all this.
I
don't
like
know,
big
yeah.
butts. I think.
Cannot lie.
Yeah. I think it was anything before 2016 or 15, but you know the rounder.
Yeah.
I love those.
Wow.
Those are so
Interesting.
beautiful to me, and maybe I'll have one of those one day too. What about you? What's
Oh.
your favorite?
Shout out to FK Bride from Austria. Thank you for joining us as
Oh
well.
my gosh.
Appreciate that.
Austria.
But what I love, I mean, I would say I'm a huge advocate of technology. It's just my thing. I just love it. See that?
See that
We have a heckler in
See
here.
that blueprint in the
Security.
back?
Security.
Blueprint in the back. He's
Yeah.
gonna start
So
explaining.
I really do. So, and I love Porsches. So I love the 918 Spiders. I mean, it has a combination of
course.
just beauty, technology. Can have an opening experience if you so desire. It's absolutely a wonderful vehicle. It has a combination of a petrol engine and electric motors as well, which is absolutely fantastic. It is the ultimate supercar, as far as I'm concerned. But since I don't have the resources to afford that right now,
right now.
Determination is key.
Determination is
Determination
key.
is key,
That's
that's
today's
true,
lesson, guys.
that's true. The Acura NSX is the one that is ideal for me at this point.
What are your thoughts about the Corvette, the C8?
Oh, I don't want
Yeah,
to
we
talk
talked about that
that
last week. He's asking my thoughts on the C8. I
I'm
really
not a
think
fan,
I see you're not a
guys.
fan, but GM has done a smashing job. They're going to sell a ton of those.
They are. They are.
Even a lot of my JDM customers are now looking at that as a domestic model for them to acquire. It has the mid-engine attributes which we both
I
love.
love mid-engine, yeah.
It has an LS-based engine, which is, wow, people just see that as a performance platform that is robust. The looks are very Euro in terms of styling from the side. The rear leaves a lot to be.
That's
a
my
lot
one
to,
problem
Yeah, the rear
with
is
it.
a lot to be desired.
I don't like the rear.
The front gives a nod to the C8, C7 Corvette, but I think they're going to sell a ton of them. And Hedy and I were talking this morning. Maybe we should pick one up and go crazy with it.
Oh wow, can I
But
come?
yeah, it's really.
course.
How many seats are in there?
It's changing the game for what you can have for the money. For less than $100,000 for the starting point of 60, make it to 80, 90 thereabout. It's gonna set the world ablaze. So I'm
Yeah.
pretty excited about that. LT,
Yeah.
LT, LS, LT base. Yes, thank you very
So
much.
DTX Finnegan is asking, probably for Vinita, Kermit the Frog impression, or what's your favorite impression? Maybe you can do an
my
impression
God.
for them or something.
Oh my
Really
gosh,
cool.
an impression. Well, normally I do my Indian accent because this one is my very favorite one, and I can turn into an older Indian woman. Don't talk to me like that. Or maybe I can come down here. We can talk about cars. We can do the whole session like this if you want me to do it. But I don't have to do it. That's all I'm doing for that.
I'm scared here because I'm having flashbacks. Okay, for those of you who remember, I'm from Nigeria, and growing up, when I was growing up in Nigeria, and this far back in the 80s or whatnot, there were tons of Indians in Nigeria, Indian doctors, all our hospitals, and it was just an influx in West Africa of Indians. And I had friends I grew up with who like Punjabi and Gujarati, and my best friend was Vikas, and it was great. And it's just I just remember that.
Vikras.
So it was great. It was great. Anyway.
So I'm reminding you of home then.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Hello, Deep and Deep. Hello, Chris. Ferrari Chris is here, Hedy.
Oh,
People are here
Yes,
from
good
far
work.
away.
Yeah, so good. Thank you so much for joining, Chris. Good seeing you.
Awesome.
The real Chris, not you, Kevin. This is the Chris from Ferrari.
Chris, what are your thoughts on the C8? You need to.
Oh
you need
yeah,
to
so
talk
Chris,
about this.
Chris, I don't know if he still owns, but he had a C7
He
or
still has
C6.
it.
Chris, let me know your thoughts on the C8. We may just call you or come back and see.
Yeah,
we want to visit.
We have another
We never
phone.
see him.
Oh, yeah.
We
We'll
all
all
visit.
come.
Which is really cool. Thank you. So IB4 says, you motivate me. Glad you got my old wagon.
Aww.
Oh, nice. Wow. I didn't know it was yours. That's fantastic. I'm glad to do that.
Do you guys out
Remy?
there? Do you guys want to see this guy like doing some films?
Yes,
and-
C5. Yes.
What do you
C5.
guys think? I feel like he's so underrated. Like I think he needs his own show on TV. I think he needs.
We already thought of one.
I
Do you know what
think-
the name is?
I think no.
You guys don't know.
Can we?
What's
You
the
guys
name?
want to hear? It's Black Knight, a science guy. Remember we talked about
What?
You hear that? So Hedy's saying that I have a television show coming out. Not Bill Nye, the science guy. Black Nye, the science guy. That's really.
Oh my
What
God.
What is that?
I could be the. I have a
That-
science
okay.
background. So does he.
Guys,
We could go back and forth. I like this.
Yeah, hit the
Boston's
show.
in the house. Thank you for joining us all the way from Boston.
Okay,
But
hit show.
I think he needs his own Netflix show. Put like an emoji, a thumbs up. If you want to see this guy have his own Netflix show, like, I mean, I think I want to see more of him.
People say more
I
Tech
don't know.
Tuesdays. We have a television show called Tech Tuesday.
Yeah.
And he says Black and Night Science Guy. Last week she said I should do a gymkhana with my cars and call it like Ken Black. She said she's out of control. Ken Black, Black Knight. Anyway.
Blackana.
Blackana.
I think you should go through the jungle.
Baby Driver. Everyone's like dying here. They're like they're dead. Oh my god. So anyway, thank you so much.
Oh my god, yeah. Don't forget we got Preet in the building too.
Oh yeah, Preet. So
we have to bring him out
I'll have to
eventually
bring Preet out.
too.
He comes from the East Coast. Has his background rooted in exotics, which is great. His story is actually fascinating. I'd like to be able to see him soon.
Yeah. Although I'm not done having fun myself. I'm like,
Peter
I don't
Pettis
wanna
says
leave.
he has a good idea. He says that I should have a mini documentary
Yes.
similar to Magnus,
Oh,
but
that's
with
really
technical
cool.
obsession, not just
Yeah, that's a really good one.
I like that idea.
Porsches, but more something like that. Bisi takes over the world in another show.
Oh, well, thanks, guys. You're so kind. with
Oh,
this.
Kevin wants to know how we can tie the wagon down for all-wheel drive burnouts. I guess
Wow.
if I was Ken Black, I'd know that, but I don't know how to do that.
Oh, Black Neck Lurk.
What? Thank you, Andy. By the way, for those of you who don't know Andy, he's the one who did the cage in the wagon. He's a very talented fabricator as well. He's a great guy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, tell me about Preet. Who is he? I see him
Alright.
hanging around. I see him on your videos. Who is he
Yeah,
exactly?
there's this guy. He's another Indian fella. His name is PreetheKumar. So, do you want me to tell you about him? Or
Yeah, tell me about him. But
So
I want to
he-
bring him in afterwards.
Yeah, he's coming in next, guys. He's from the East Coast,
Ah.
Jersey. He worked in Manhattan for like 6 years at Manhattan Motor Cars. Do you guys buy cars from them? They're amazing. Over on 11th and 51st. And yeah, he'll come and what? Did I say something wrong? Okay. He's coming in next, so he's gonna tell you all about that. He used to sell exotics, Bugattis, Lamborghinis, Porsches. He'll tell you all about it. And now he lives here in LA, and he and Bisi have been doing some fun
pretty
things
cool
too.
stuff. He's a very talented
Yeah.
man with quite a few attributes as well.
He's an automotive writer. He's a journalist, and he has very strong opinions on cars as well.
JD Swords, you said I should get a Corvette and put a J Series swap. Oh my God, people would execute me.
Uh-oh.
I have considered, however,
Car guy.
doing. I have considered putting a J Series in a 914 though. So that's something I still may end up doing, which is pretty good,
Wait, what car do you think I would look the baddest in? Put your comments below. Like, right now I'm rolling in a 718,
Which is cool. What
which
color
I
did you go with?
love. I had a black one, now I have a white one.
Ah.
I wanted to like.
It's usually the other way around. They said once you go black, but she went white.
I went
so
white.
It's kind of scary.
She's uppity now.
She's uppity. Yeah,
I am. I'm a little bit. I'm up
yeah.
here now. But put down. What do you think I would look good in? What car? Like, I need. My lease is up in November. Yes, I'm leasing my car. I know. But like, what do you think? I need to have a mid-engine.
Hello, Paul. Good seeing you.
I don't know.
Zoom says a Honda Civic.
Okay. Honda Civic it is.
Jay Sword says a 74 Civic.
Oh wow.
That's CBCC. It's older than us with a K swap. Okay, that's interesting. Thank you. A Civic wagon says Paul. I knew. Paul, I guess
wagon?
you would say that. Similar wagon to mine, so he said.
Oh, I look
A
at
Rubicon.
it.
Interesting.
Wow, thanks guys.
Rubicon is cool.
I
IS350.
appreciate it.
Bisimoto Madness.
What about an i3? Do I look at it an i3?
Anything with a manual.
Thanks guys.
Oh my
Next time
goodness.
I'm gonna be driving manual, okay? I
A
promise.
slammed boosted Billet 13B Mazda. Nice. Anything with a manual. Inject tuning. Yes, you're late. Hello, Inject tuning. Good seeing you.
Does anyone want to
A
volunteer?
Dodge Viper.
Oh
Says
wow.
Preet.
Nice.
Wow.
wow.
It's manual too. There's a manual too.
Speaking of
Hey,
which,
A 918.
there you
we
go.
may have a car to talk about later, maybe
Yes,
on the
yes,
way out.
yes.
We'll he obviously drove here in some kind of car, so
I could have taken my Camel
of course, yeah.
or a real Jaguar
But you brought a
Oh.
snake.
or a Snake. I brought a Snake instead.
Yeah.
F12 TRD. Very nice.
Oh, nice.
Powered by High Rev. I want to know what's happening. Well, here, I want to do something different with Tech Tuesday. I want to come to a technical facility. My good friend Vinita here as well.
Hello.
She'll tell you also this wonderful campus. Where are we today?
We're at
I keep deferring that to her.
we
She
are
does
at
she
the
does a good job with it.
we're at the Blue Room Post here at the Manhattan Beach Studios lot.
Yes.
Right next to right behind us, you can see a bunch of microphones. We're in a very awesome sound booth, and a lot of celebrities have been here to record ADR for movies. I can't drop their names, but
No worries. No worries. Oh, quite a few people. Zoom Cisco is saying on a serious note, you should get an MR2. If you want a
Okay.
mid-engine.
And I'm
A woman in GSR is a great thing, says Dippin' Deep. Alpha Romero says AJ. Yo, you get some good suggestions here.
Thanks, guys. I really appreciate
SCI
it.
Builder says, bring it to Washington. We'll take her to Dirtfish.
What's
I don't know if that's a
Where's
good thing.
Dirtfish?
SCI, what is dirt? I'm
Is
scared
it-
to ask.
I'm a vegetarian, guys. I don't eat fish.
Maybe.
Is it a food place?
I
Or
don't
is it a
want to think
racing
of
place?
Yeah,
It's
let's
a
know what that
rally
is.
school.
It's a rally school. I was gonna say. Okay. But she doesn't eat
Shows
fish.
how much I know, right?
I didn't.
I don't know.
Don't feel bad.
Obviously.
I didn't know
See,
either.
okay, fine. I
You
don't.
can do your own rally school.
But I did go to Corkscrew
Ooh,
last year.
come and drive a Dirtfish.
I
I didn't do. Is that
I
what
thought
Ralph
that
did,
was
Hetty?
Right.
Is that what Ralph did? Was Dirtfish? Is that what he
I
did?
don't know. Dirt fresh.
Oh.
Dirt fresh.
Dirt fresh.
Oh my
Kia
God,
Stinger
I
says,
fish. I'm
you know what,
stupid.
Ken?
It
Okay.
is fish, but you make your
So
own.
Oh
Epic
my
Rider
God.
72. That's Ken, my good friend Ken. Start off with he came to me as a customer with an F Series Accord.
Super
Tuned
rally
that, went to a Subi. This Subi. Now he works for Kia and he's recommending Kia Stinger. Hey, do you like
I
Stingers?
love, actually,
Those cars are
I really
pretty cool.
like the Stingers.
What do you drive?
Oh, God.
What doesn't she drive?
What? Yeah. What don't you drive, right?
What would I not
8700
drive, or what do I drive?
Ooh, that's a good question.
STI Builder says,
Very
oh no. Powered by Hyref says you get an 87 Hyundai XL with a big turbo.
Oh, my God.
I haven't seen, when's the last time you saw an XL on the street?
I don't even.
That may be a cool project car.
No.
By
I
the way,
said no.
I have a car from Bisi. Remember the one we talked about?
She has a car, but I forgot what it was. Why don't you
It's
tell my
a-
friends what it is?
So I think I'm gonna hand it over to him.
Oh shoot.
It's a 1992 white Volvo station wagon,
Nice.
240 DL
Ooh.
with original paint, and it still runs. The speedometer is broken.
That's okay. That means the
And,
odometer stays the
racing.
same.
But it's great. It's in great condition, and yeah, I think you can play with it.
I'm gonna have her send a photo of exactly what she's talking
Oh my
about. You guys
God.
let me know what you want me to do to that.
Yeah.
Because I'm envisioning something like a touring car theme to it, which is pretty cool. You
It's
guys let me
nice.
know. People were saying the Bluefield said nice, you know.
It's nice, right?
Possible engine swaps for a sign I am. But I saw a question before we get to that car. That's one question I saw was pretty good. Sandoval 25.8 says, I can't believe Fabian's gonna put a 350Z Trans on his S2K. Well, I do believe it. And I'll tell you why. Because Fabian makes mid 400 horsepower on an AP, I think it's an AP1 setup, a late model AP1. And he's gone through 3 gearboxes. So even though the Honda S2000 shifter and gearbox feels absolutely heavenly, they're almost made of glass when you start putting a lot of power to them. So some people do Tremec swaps, some people go with full sequential swaps from Quave, but there's a very cost-effective option out there, which is, believe it or not, a 350 or 370Z gearbox. Those things, people drag race on them, drift with them with 4-digit power and have no problems whatsoever. So the essence of the car still is there. It's still a beautiful Honda, still has a Honda F-Series engine, twin cam, but the gearbox is now upgraded to another marquee that will allow him in a cost-effective manner to still have a lot of fun and not have to worry about breaking gearboxes, which is pretty interesting, you know?
That's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Possible engine swaps for a silent IM, there's so many things. An IM, you could stay with the Toyota family and do a 2ZZ setup in it. You can do a 1J, a 2J if you want to convert to rear-wheel drive, like Stefan and his team has done with Kawasaki Racing. But, you know me, I'll put a K in it. I'm crazy. That's what I do. That's what I do. Hetty, Heather, track mode for life. Okay, very good job, Hetty. Yeah, it's a much stronger gearbox. It is, indeed. Track mode for life. You guys are great, you know. Okay.
Do you even know why he's saying that?
Datsun Fever. Not sure if I heard correctly a few Tech Tuesdays ago, but your K motor is really D-stroke? If so, how? Did you have to mill the block that far down? That's a great question. So, there are many ways. You don't have to play with deck height or milling the block to be able to stroke or de-stroke an engine. It's just for a crankshaft. So, I went to an Eagle gear, I say gearbox. I'm on a gearbox kick. I went to an Eagle crankshaft. Eagle actually has D-stroker cranks. And you can still use the same K20 or K24 rods depending on your setup, but get a custom piston set from Trom. So that allows me to have more high RPM capability. I don't have to worry about side loading as much as I used to. You know, it's a much lower stroke than the 99 that came in it initially. So that being said, it's stronger, lower stroke, more RPM capability, and much more reliability because I don't have to worry about a very not so positive rod stroke ratio, which yields many advantages to us in the performance community, which is very nice, you know? Every writer says you can borrow. She can borrow my WRX, my clutch last month, so I need a new one anyway.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thanks so much, Ken. That's very kind of you. I'll connect you too.
Yeah, awesome. Don't know
Okay.
what's gonna happen there, but
Hey, Kevin says only you can make a hybrid get 5 miles per gallon.
I just wrote to him, I go, my gas receipt stacks were larger than my time slips.
Yes, very true. Because, so Hedy and I, you can see Hedy and I have been driving quite a few NSXs around, according to Acura. And I love technology, so when I drive around town, I'm not even in sport mode. I'm in quiet mode.
What?
And the cool thing about an NSX, you know, you probably like this. The cool thing about NSX is it's almost like they have this dynamic.
Too quiet.
They have this dynamic module in the middle where you can turn this knob,
Too
and
quiet.
while driving, you can go from quiet to sport plus and hold it, and go to track mode. And it's like swapping out exhaust and cams,
Wow.
and all at the same time, but just with a knob. It's really really cool.
I don't
But-
like when it's too quiet.
I do. I like creeping. It's like I'm gonna do a drive-by.
Creeping?
I'm like creeping with a drive-by, my gun. No, I'm kidding. But it's very quiet, and I get impeccable. I got up to 25 miles per gallon
Wow.
on exotic vehicle. You don't see that.
That's
When I
pretty
drove
good.
today, I got 11.
Oh.
So I have to get fuel before I go back home. But nonetheless,
man.
it's the NSX was fantastic. But when I go to track, I have in track mode. If I feel like something being a little sporty, I put in sport plus. This young lady over here to my far right, you don't see her on the camera. Maybe she'll stick her head in again.
Come on in.
Is in track mode on the NSX. Her, that right there, this thing right here. She's in track mode all the time. Meaning, she's full exhaust, not using the hybrid system on petrol only. It sounds good. It's
Yeah.
Be a
ridiculous.
hater.
Hater. I'm not a hater. It's
Sport
just
mode is the
Hater.
best.
Acura designed
But
the
even
car.
with the track mode, the
to-
exhaust still needs refined tuning.
I can
it needs
fix
to be
that.
a lot louder.
I can make that louder. That's not a problem. But the quiet, sometimes you just want to be a little quiet and
No.
you know,
He's-
reflect. and
Nobody
then-
needs quiet.
He's showing off his age, guys.
It's not an age thing. It's just a technology. So imagine a world where we exist now.
That's
Where I
Black
can
Knight.
have-
That's Black Knight, the science guy,
Yeah,
guys.
okay, but
Black Knight, the science
So
guy.
I want my bow tie next time. You guys are
Ba-dum,
silly.
bum, 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 bum. Black Knight, the science guy.
Anyway,
Where's the white lab coat?
anyway.
I have one, but it might not fit him.
Yeah, it's like, Hedy's a real MVP. Oh, you're supporting
Hi,
her?
Toria,
You're supporting her?
yes.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I like the Jekyll and Hyde aspect of the NSX. I really do. I mean, in one instance, it's very quiet and very tame. Has the look, but absolutely stealth. And then when you need it, it's there for track mode.
Nah,
It's
there's
awesome.
no
You
other
guys,
mode.
you guys
Trust me.
brought 3 NSXs to
Yeah,
the
we
last
did, we
Morning
did.
Octane. Did anyone see that?
And you guys may have, and we brought out John Watts,
Yeah,
who was
that's right.
the head of NSX strategy. So
Yeah.
he's very, very important. He's the main man when it comes to everything NSX.
Yeah.
The black one, he had the red one, he had the blue one, which is pretty amazing. But it was good, you know.
We're gonna do the next Morning
Ah.
Octane in like I think September. So,
Oh, I like to come
so
back.
stay
Bring something
tuned.
special.
Yeah,
That'd
if
be
you're
really
gonna come
good.
back, maybe if you guys are interested, it's
Yeah, you
in
can come out as well.
Pasadena.
Really cool event.
Yeah, it's,
Really
we'll
cool.
post it. He'll post it.
Hawkins Designs. Cheers from Stockholm, Sweden. Thank you so
Wow,
much for
I
joining.
have family in Stockholm.
Very nice.
Do you
Oh
really?
yeah, my
That's so
aunt.
random.
My aunt lives there.
Keep up the crazy builds, he says. Super inspiring. And Hawkins Designs, you're going to love.
Oh my god.
Track mode or no mode? Track mode for
Ooh.
life.
Yeah.
You're going to love what we have in store for this year. I mean, I may have to drop the mic after this year. I mean, literally, like, I can't do anything. Well,
Oh, is that the secret thing?
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous when we're done. It's going
I
to be
think
so
I know
amazing.
about it, but I can't
Yeah.
say.
Greg says my co-hosts are accurate.
Hmm.
So, Greg,
Thank you, Greg. High five.
Oh, God. Thank you, Greg.
Should we
Be on my
sneak
side,
Preet in
Greg.
here?
Yeah,
Preet,
Preet,
why
come
don't
on
you
in.
guys
Come
sneak
on
in?
in.
Come over here on this
Preet,
Yeah, yeah.
hey, come on in, Preet.
Is there any other mode, Hedy?
our other guest.
Is there any other mode?
No, there's no other
No.
mode.
No?
There's no
No.
other
Right.
mode.
No other mode? Okay.
There's no other mode.
Yep, DA, so DA Motorsports,
Oh
Come
god.
who's our good Robert, he says, sleeper mode, they don't know what hits them.
That's for
That's good.
old people.
Wanna
It's
sit
not
here?
for
You
all
wanna
people.
sit
Oh,
here?
God.
I'll sit over here. I think
Old
you can
people.
fit everyone.
This
in
is
here.
Preet, guys.
Yeah, so guys, this is Preet right here.
It's a
So
family
we
affair.
have a whole big old family here. It's like a,
Like we can chat.
yeah.
He's super dark, guys, so I don't know if you could see
You want
him.
to trade?
No,
He's
I'm
darker
good.
than BC.
The
Sorry.
lights
Oh,
are
my
straight.
God.
We should probably
There he
trade.
is.
That's
There
why.
you
That's
go.
why I wore a white. I wore a
Ta-da!
white shirt today.
He's
Oh,
he's
that
South
reason.
Indian. Any Indians watching? Represented?
A lot of Indians.
Like,
a lot of
yeah.
Indians.
I don't have anyone tuning in from India.
No,
From
they're
New
probably
Delhi or-
sleeping.
They're
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 sleeping.
sleeping. They're
right
sleeping.
now?
Sometimes,
Wake up!
sometimes they turn the internet off. That's real.
So Preet is the guy that worked at Manhattan Motor Cars.
Yes.
That's correct.
We were talking about him.
Why don't you tell us about that excursion?
Yeah.
Your
Oh.
time
Do you
there?
want to sit here?
No, I can sit
You
here.
sure?
Yeah,
All
you're,
right.
like you're
Who's-
you're
who's
getting
prettier,
all
me
the,
or
you're getting
him?
all the hearts and everything.
Yeah.
I'm just here.
Oh yeah, the hearts.
Yeah. What happened to the hearts, guys?
So I pretty much had zero skin in the sales game, and a gentleman named Mark Farage and Jake Simone,
Wow.
they hired me at Town Motors Porsche in Englewood, New Jersey. So growing up, Porsche was my thing. Pretty much risky business is what made me fall in love with Porsche,
Nice.
as well as the movie No Man's Land. So
What
I
are these hearts?
Yeah.
Now we
Why
got
is it
hearts.
hearts? Oh my
Hearts,
God.
they're for
Yeah,
me.
oh my God.
they're for the ladies. So yeah. Anyway, so then we moved to Manhattan Motor Cars, and I was selling anything that was under the Volkswagen umbrella there. So Porsche, Bentley,
This is for her.
Bugatti.
It's it.
Yeah. But yeah, so I was doing that, and you meet a lot of interesting people, sell a lot of fun cars. You get to know these cars inside and out.
Recently, you got to visit his garage. And
Yeah, and I needed a lot of man moments, and I wrote a nice story about it on my Instagram. So
yeah, about your.
Oh,
what
thank
car
you,
did you
thank
do?
you.
I did all of it. I pretty much gave your entire story.
Oh,
and,
nice.
Featured a couple of
nice.
pictures.
Well, I look
that
forward to
took.
pushing that on.
Is it already up?
Yeah, I posted it. Yeah.
So where did you post it? Where
It's
can my
at-
people see it?
It's PreetheKumar. That's what it is.
That's
On
like the
Instagram.
That's like the
Instagram.
easiest,
Yeah.
So
easiest
it's-
Instagram handle.
It's PreetheKumar.
PREETH.
It's ItsPreetheKumar.
Okay, let me just write it out.
Yeah, it's a little bit. Okay, she's gonna put it below.
It's PreetheKumar.
It's
Kumar
ABC.
like the movie.
Oh my god.
But yeah, I guess he just wrote a really cool
Yeah.
story about this guy here, and I haven't even seen it.
I needed a lot of man moments, but let's just. I was listening to a bunch of the questions in there, so I am disappointed at your choice
Cars?
of your dream car. Then
Well,
BC,
you know I wanna race.
BC said 918. You gotta shoot higher.
You always talk
You
about
gotta go like
918s,
you have to
but
go like a
Pagani
like,
or something.
yeah, like a
Okay.
F40 LM.
Oh.
Oh
or
wow!
something.
Why can't I like a race? Does nobody like race?
I mean, it's
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 a
a
it's
beautiful
a cruising.
car.
I like to cruise
But you're
sometimes.
not like
so
you're not like 87 years old.
I am 87 years
to
old.
me, it's cool.
Well, I can be my age and have a race.
Dip and Deep, you're asking, am I a fan of oil coolers on BOK street setups? I am if your oil temps are running away. Now, one thing that you can do is upgrade your quality of oil. So if you're having a setup where you're seeing an extraordinary oil temps on the street, maybe time to upgrade to pure oil. And I think someone asked me, does my racing helmet have a... no, it doesn't. But
Does your track helmet have an integrated baseball cap?
no, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. I just have this for this, but I represent
That's
my
a great
people.
idea.
Um,
Pretty
I
funny.
don't know.
Sandoval.
Light like the motocross helmets have.
Yeah,
that?
they have like a
Yeah, some
little,
of them
like
do.
a little duck.
But I
brim.
can't. I mean, a cage. Anyway,
Yeah.
anyway. Sandoval, would
Doesn't
Fabian
attach it.
be able to get more power out of the S2 when running a 350 trans? Yes. So what's going to change? His individual gears in terms of numerical value changes for torque multiplication, meaning that he will have much longer gears, which, by the way, is much better suited for boost what he's doing. I think the next fair point for him, as we push more power, which the gearbox will handle, will be his rear end. So get to a point where he has to upgrade his rear end. Maybe he has to go to another manufacturer, Ford, or get something custom in the rear. But that's the next chain of failure when it comes to upgrading S2000s with tons of power.
Wait, that was a question I had to ask. I was
Yes.
listening before. When you're talking about S2000 is pushing 400 wheel
Yeah.
horsepower,
Yeah, more
like,
Yeah.
and then
Boosted.
Oh,
of
it's
course.
boosted,
Yeah,
but then you're using a 350 or 370Z transmission.
Yes.
And that's strong.
Oh, that thing.
can
People
hold on
drift, drag race on them on both side gearboxes.
Wow.
So I didn't realize S2000 transmission
Yeah.
is that weak once
They
it gets
are.
faster.
Once you push, some people even break it. AJ, you can attest to this. Some people even break the factory gearbox naturally aspirated. But once you start putting boost to it,
Oh, I can imagine.
and Fabian, the guy we're talking about, he's one of our clients, very popular guy, has a facility as well. He doesn't do any standing starts. He would definitely destroy them. He does
Right.
like a little roll.
Yeah.
Still, second gear disappears. Third gear disappears. And so it's quite sad.
Wow.
Wow.
Let's see, I got another question here. My thought, Mr. Pineapples asks, on NSX K-swaps. I think it's cool. You're keeping the Honda Heritage. C-Series engines are becoming more and more rare and difficult to find and extremely expensive. Per displacement, you get a lot more horsepower. You have a lot more aftermarket support. I think it's cool. I'm fine with it. I'm absolutely fine. Plus, in a cost-effective manner, you can do a sequential.
But
I think it's cool. It doesn't have the sound
no, it
of
doesn't.
the 9-degree V6, but I have no objection with it.
I
I
want
have no problem.
individual trumpets on that NSX.
I saw there was one. We saw one.
That's all I want.
Yeah, we saw one at Smokehorn. There's one out there. Yeah, first gen, NA1.
Was it a silver one?
The color I don't remember because I was too busy looking at the internet. I couldn't tell if it was silver, red, or black.
There's
I
a
just
guy
remember it
with
was pretty
the
nice.
Color,
Is he local as
schmoller.
well?
He
Because he's a local guy.
Yeah, and he has yellow Brembos, I think, on it, and T37s. It's jammed to the
He's
ground.
the same guy.
We saw it in right outside in Alhambra.
It could be the same guy. Could be.
Wow.
Uy Parse 24. I think that's how you say it. I'm doing well. Thank you so much. GTX 20 says, "Hey, looking like a goddess. What does she drive? Looking like a goddess."
Wow.
I really think it's the lighting.
Let me just say you have fantastic posture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I need to work on mine. There we go.
Anyone stop it?
Everyone's
Hawking
strong.
Designs likes how you pronounce Porsche correctly. Just
I
good.
drank the Kool-Aid.
You drank the
so
Kool-Aid.
much. I have
I
like
pronounced it correctly too.
my shirt is Porsche too.
Very nice. Figure out for life, absolutely. So Hawking Design saying, "Bisi, let's see a crazy turbo Volvo build, ultimate sleeper wagon."
Ooh.
Is that the one?
Yeah,
I was
that's what I'm
talking
talking about. I said we should boost it and go
Mm.
crazy with it. I may just do that.
Bisi, can you do you remember that that Renault that Alain Prost had that had like the F1 motor?
Yeah, I did.
Why don't you do that in that 240 DL?
Now, if I cross, are you suggesting that I get
Oh, bless
something
me.
God bless you.
race based from
Thanks.
Volvo, or should I cross pollinate and grid an F1 engine from another manufacturer?
I think that you should do an F1.
No, you're one for the
In
sound
the
of
Volvo?
Those
In the
things,
Volvo- in the
those
back
things
of it.
usually have very little torque down low.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to
Like
push it to get
yeah, like
get
that's
it going.
gonna be so
Push it to get it
fun.
going.
like yeah, like
We should make a YouTube
V10
video
with
about all
like
this.
19,000.
Let me know, guys, if you want to see me do an F1 engine in an old school
Oh
classic
my
Volvo
God,
wagon.
this is gonna
And
be
then maybe we can make it
240
happen.
That's gonna be hilarious.
BC, is that t-shirt available for purchase? This one or his?
Or
hers?
mine.
This one I don't have available. If you guys want me to bring this out, I just did it for myself. I can.
Oh,
But
that's nice.
yeah, thank
I
you.
like that.
Because I
I
love
would want
both
one
air
too.
cooled and water cooled.
Yeah,
I
I
love
like
both.
that.
You know, most purists prefer one versus the other. I like both. I don't care.
Which one?
Air cooled and water cooled. So
Oh.
you know, air cooled and water cooled.
You know, it
I
kind of
think I
feels
prefer
like
water
we're in a
cooled.
car right now.
What's that?
It feels like we're in a car
Yeah.
It
right
does.
now.
I
Because
feel like I'm
if you're
vehicle
driving,
talking.
right?
Maybe that's a good technique that we should do.
Isn't that funny?
Yeah.
I feel
I'd
like
have
we're
to
in a
drive though,
car.
guys. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Backseat driver.
Oh, my
Okay.
first experience with Hetty was that she pulled up in an NSX at that morning octane.
Yeah,
I was
me
like,
too.
who is this superstar?
Oh.
Yeah, me too. I was like, oh, cool, a woman driver.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh,
I know you,
That
Brad.
new
like that.
NSX is awesome. I think that's a lot there.
Uli Parse is saying that, wow, time is
I
flying.
didn't launch
How
control.
long is this, like an hour?
Yeah, almost.
45? Oh my gosh.
So,
Amazing.
Uli
That-
Parse 24 is, came in toddy, and he wants to know who all is here. So,
Oh my
of course, you guys know me, BC. BC is Ariana.
This is Bisimoto.
And who are you? And who are you?
I'm
And
Vinita.
who are you?
And I am nice to meet you. My name is Vinita, and this is Pri. And I'm sure you already know her right here, Hetty. Yes. We're here at the Blue Room Post in Manhattan Beach Studios. It's a very cool lot. If you guys have not been here,
Yeah.
well, you can't come on here unless you have a pass anyway. But
Yeah,
a lot of things are
it's locked
filmed
down.
here.
It's
This
locked
is
down.
my first
Yeah.
time in a
Sorry.
studio, and it's amazing.
It's really cool. Like there's mics behind us, and it's a really cool sound.
People are telling me to
System.
do an LS swap in the Volvo.
Oh.
I mean, that's cool, but
It's been done so many times.
Yeah, you need to do an
Something
F1.
different.
You need to do a mid-engine F1 motor in there.
So you guys let me know if you want to see I'll probably put a post up. You want to see an LS, an F1 setup, maybe a Tesla swap. Let's see what else could be crazy.
If you get the old SL600 motor that is a Zonda motor and you do long tube headers on that thing.
Old, there's a Benz based one. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
the
so-
original, the 7-liter.
So
Oh no, the 6-liter. Sorry.
and I'm open to suggestions. You know me.
On
And
the Zonda
if you
one.
remember, last year we had put up this thing about with a wagon. What should we do? What color? What setup?
Yeah.
You guys voted for blue. You guys voted for K-Series swap, and I brought it to reality. So here's another opportunity with this crazy Volvo.
Yeah.
What do you want to see? Let
It's
us know.
just in
Can
there.
You know?
By the way, can you reveal who the Volvo
Yeah.
belongs to?
So the Volvo
Yes.
is my mom's Volvo.
And how tall is she?
And my mom's like 4'8".
And imagine she got to
And-
drive this. Imagine
Yeah.
just sitting
She
there.
should.
Oh yeah, we know.
She
You know,
should
his
get-
mom driving after.
She drives-
Before and after.
My
Oh,
mom-
that would be great.
An Indian auntie drives a Formula One powered.
Oh my
Volvo.
God.
She'd be like, vroom. Oh! Then, like, she would,
13B. VH45DE swap. Interesting. The Volvo. It will
Huh?
sound amazing. Great
Wow.
suggestion. 13B in the
I'm
Volvo.
excited.
That's interesting. CRV, I'm doing well, and I'm here having a good time. I guess our friend here mentioned that this is better than carpool karaoke.
Really?
like
we
James
can't. We
Corden
could
kind
sing
of
though if
thing.
you want us to sing.
I don't even know what is that exactly?
Sing your song.
Carpool karaoke?
Yeah, I don't know what that
So
is.
it's when
Which
James
one?
picks up celebrities and
Which
then they
one?
sing their songs.
Interesting.
So like they'll pick up
Interesting.
Celine Dion and they'll sing Celine Dion songs.
Well, Deadpool says,
Pretty cool.
why not? Deadpool says,
why not?
I know whatever you do, BC, it's going to be cool. Thank you so much. You're very kind.
Aw, you have such a nice
K24,
family
Rule
out there.
Drive. Thank you so much.
Oh,
Scam Likely. We don't want that.
is calling me. Scam Likely is obsessed
Hi,
with me.
Preeti. Is that a nickname? Preeti?
Preeti,
Yeah,
who's
who's
that?
that?
Sarah
Oh, it's
Fernandez.
Sebastian.
He is the social media guru at Manhattan Motor Cars.
Oh, nice.
So
Very
all
nice.
the-
Thank you for joining our feed.
Hi,
Thank you so much.
Sebastian.
You know, sing Californication. Ah, interesting.
Californication.
From Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Ooh, I
That's
like
a nice song. I like
So,
that song.
Hawkins Designs, and forgive me guys, 'cause I'm trying to get everyone on camera, so instead of looking at you
Yeah,
there,
we're
I'm
like
I'm
we're in a
using-
car
I'm using
here.
I'm using something
We're in a
else here. Hawkins Design says, BC, there's a guy from Sweden who broke his Gallardo and is swapping his
Who?
engine.
Wow.
Gallardo,
His gay art.
Lamborghini
Gallardo.
Gallardo, and is swapping his engine into a Volvo wagon.
Wow.
Definitely should check out his channel on YouTube if you haven't. It reminds me of you. Thank you so much. I definitely that'd be a cool project. I wonder what he's using for management. That's pretty cool. Duramax in the Volvo. Now that'd be a torque monster,
Oh
wouldn't it?
my God, my
Well,
mom
that's a-
in there.
That's a pretty big
I think
engine.
it puts the chassis
Yeah, it has to
out.
stick out. That's a big. Duramax is a very big engine. Good evening, Mr. BC. Please sing Toto, Africa.
Which one is that?
I miss the rain.
Africa.
Okay,
Great
I did.
song.
Great song. Cummins, no Duramax. Cummins, yep. Maybe a 6.3. That'd be good. B Series Turbo, the Volvo. Now that would be interesting, huh?
Oh
If I
my
wanted,
God.
I've never built a B Series heavy myself. At least for myself. I've done for customers, but we've never done it ourselves. That's considered the small block Chevy of the Honda world. I'll do a drive. Super Checker for real.
Insight motors.
Mr. Pineapples, I am a huge advocate of SuperTech. I love technology. I know the owner himself. He's a very accomplished engineer. And the company is small enough to whereby they can do things custom for you and make changes. And God forbid if there's something not so pleasant about the design, they can very quickly, being a smaller company that's very flexible, change and improve it. So I love this.
Oh, yeah.
I love them a lot, you know?
That's a lot.
Wow.
Throw some Mo, Hetty's favorite.
It was.
I don't know what was going on at
That's
Spokane.
what
I did an interview, I did a podcast, and I came back, and people are dancing and
actually gonna
throwing
post-
money, and
I'm gonna
I don't know
post
what's
it on
going
my
on, throwing
Instagram.
stickers.
It was
It's pretty
awesome.
crazy,
I'm
you
gonna
know?
post it.
Anyone seen B's is for Bill's LS Swap Huracan?
Yes.
I haven't seen it. What is that?
B is for Build is this guy up in Oregon.
Okay.
And he pretty much just gets all of these salvaged cars.
Okay.
So he had a it's a Gallardo, it's an Huracan or a Gallardo. This one is talking about. He had an Huracan and he pretty much just put an LS motor in it. if I'm
He
not mistaken.
did?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, just
Wow.
because I think that V10
It's a pretty
big
penny.
money.
Yeah, it's a pretty penny. Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. So, for those of you who know me, I barely watch television. I watch Jeopardy sometimes.
It's all on
7
YouTube.
o'clock.
Oh,
Jeopardy.
Gotcha.
then you'll get along with me.
My mom
Oh, yeah?
loves Jeopardy
Oh, I
too.
love Jeopardy.
She's like, get out of my house. It's almost
Yes.
7 o'clock.
I
I
get
have
so
to watch
upset.
Jeopardy.
Yeah.
If anyone makes noise, do not make noise when I'm
Get
watching
out!
Call it Jeopardy.
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 I am watching Jeopardy. Okay,
But the big
anyway.
thing about that Volvo is also you got to pick a motor that's not going to destroy that chassis.
Yeah, but we can reinforce
Yeah.
things that are
He can
not
do
up to par.
anything.
Yeah, we can make it
Two
happen.
frame
Two
Wait,
and-
chassis, yeah.
what's your favorite
Exactly.
car? Did you talk
No,
about
you
your
didn't talk about your
favorite
favorite
car?
car.
Yeah, what's your
Maybe
favorite?
heavy.
Yeah, you guys should
Ladies-
tell.
ladies first.
Well, I already
go
did
ahead.
mine.
No, you
Remember
go.
you got mad at me because I didn't say whatever?
But my aspirational car is 993 GT2 or
Hey, Ricky.
96436 Bad Boy.
Ah.
Mike Lowry.
Very nice.
Nice.
Mike Lowry.
Yeah.
Black on black.
That's
Wow,
black.
yeah, that's
Lowry. What about yours?
Believe it or
Eddie?
not, that car. is
You know
not
what?
bad.
I'm more of like it depends on my mood.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But recently the NSX, I've been on an NSX kick. Because I mean, you
It's a
can
good
drive
car.
that
It's a good
car.
car.
They have a conference call in the car, and it's quiet, it drives
quiet.
well, it's hybrid, and you can drive it to the track, beat up on it, and then drive it back. And it's
Mm.
just a really good all-around car.
So
At least
all
for
of you
me.
guys have tracked before, and I'm the only one.
Oh, we have
Right
to change
now.
that.
I'm the
Oh.
weenie
We're
of the
gonna
I
change
group.
tried to, and she just
Well,
not
we
into it.
we drove to a corkscrew just to like take a look at it.
Yeah,
we didn't
take a
drive-
look
we-
at it.
we
I'll take
didn't-
you for a
She
ride.
thinks that
We
the
didn't.
110 going to Pasadena.
Oh, you're one of them!
Yeah,
On the freeway, everyone's like, they're like mashing out. I'm like, dude,
Both
you
Mr.
drive-
Pineapples and Dippin' Deep says bring KRE on this show as well. I don't know.
Who's that?
Let me know who KRE is.
KRE.
Let me know who that is. Hawkins Design says the old Volvo chassis would destroy the motor first. I think
Oh,
it's tank
wow.
for life.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay,
See,
wow.
Hashtag
Volvos
tank-
are
tank
good.
life.
They're
Yeah,
strong.
they're pretty robust.
Yeah, and
And,
this is a 92
Could I ask you
Volvo.
guys a question? What are your? Have you driven the first gen Ayrton Senna NSX versus the current generation NSX, and just to see what the differences are?
I don't know if we have good discussions here, and my
It's politically incorrect to stay on camera.
what?
We'll talk about it later.
What?
That's how girls deflect things.
What? Okay. Well, guess what, guys?
That's just
It's almost
brushing
time.
under the rug.
It's
Oh my
almost
God,
time.
it's gone so quickly.
It's gone so quickly. We've been here for almost an hour. First gen all day. Well, oh, Ken's racing. They want to bring Ken and Roach. Oh, I know those
Who's
guys.
that?
I know them. So we've known
They
them
can
from
only come on a
Novak.
Monday.
On a Monday for Tech
Oh.
Tuesday.
We'll
Okay.
do
I'm just joking.
So you know what?
Total deflection.
Since you requested it, Ken, we've known them for a long time. And they like Pure stuff too, which is pretty exciting. So I'll probably have them come and talk about their experiences and all that good stuff. That'd be pretty cool. But thank you so much. Any parting words you'd like for my fans here before we depart?
Well, don't forget to check out the article that Preet wrote about BC.
Preet's article.
It's on ItsPreetheKumar. We'll put it below. If you want to follow us, I'm sure you already have everyone's Instas. What else?
I'd
We're
like
gonna.
to say something.
Oh,
Go ahead.
sorry. Go
So
ahead.
I think this is my first second interaction with BC. No, third or fourth interaction with BC, and I will just say that he is a gift from the engineering gods.
Oh, thank you. Yes,
Aw.
you're sorry. Thank you.
Workshop,
Aw.
seeing the Porsche love, seeing the non-Porsche love, and just seeing the fact that you like to engineer, reverse engineer, come up with efficient solutions to everything, powerful, faster, safer. It's like that's what I don't want to sound cliche, but that's really what the
Thank
world
you.
needs.
Thank
though,
you. Thank
because
you.
we
Oh,
need
that's
people
nice.
that are going to take something, recycle it, and make it better, instead of people that are just going to throw things away.
Right.
So I appreciate
Thank
that.
you. I
So
appreciate
I'm,
that.
Oh,
Thank
we
you.
have to
And
show
speaking of
that.
you beat me to it. You
Let's
beat me
show
to it. You
that.
beat me to it.
Oh, sorry,
So,
sorry.
Speaking of gifts, here is what Preet gave me. He gave me this beautiful Porsche 911. It's like a classic design.
Look how cute
And it has my
73 RS?
it's a 73 RS with my country colors, white and green, white and green, which is nice. And what I'm going to do to pay homage to this beautiful vehicle is I'm going to actually build this.
Wow.
So I have a lovely 67 that's just sitting in my facility waiting for something to happen, and I'm going to replicate this perfectly, which is pretty nice. And I'll have him drive it and have him give me an impression of how he likes the car.
That's so
And of
nice.
course, in normal BC fashion, it'll be infused with tons of technology. Which is
Great.
absolutely
And by then
fantastic.
I'll be driving stick, guys.
And by then she's driving stick, so I'll be
She's
she has 2 months to
Not
finish
hot
it.
dog on a stick.
Not hot dog on a
Or
stick.
not hot dog on a
He's
stick.
gonna learn how to drive stick on
Just
one of these
too.
cars, yeah.
So Hawkins
Didn't someone
says-
give me a car already?
Hawkins says, great show, BC and co-host. Thank you so much. Had a good time. Thank you so much. Motor Mondays, Tech Tuesdays, Wheel Wednesdays, Turbo Thursdays, and Front End
It
Fridays.
would never work.
Whoa.
That's really good. You know, I never get anything
Oh,
done at the
yeah.
office, but
That's a whole
those are
lineup.
that's good.
Wow.
That's actually pretty good.
Maybe I will
two
do
a
that.
week. Try 2 a week.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind doing a daily thing, even if it's a 15-minute one. Maybe I would do that.
Wow.
But you guys let me know what you think. Kevin, great suggestion. All right, guys, thank you so much. Once again, after this, we're going to upload it directly
Oh,
to
let's
your
sh-
favorite podcast.
Should we show them some things? Or
I could.
is there time?
That's going to cut me off in 5 minutes. We
Oh,
have to
okay.
come out and come back in.
Oh, okay.
Because I limit, but
Stay
Oh.
so
behind
we're
it.
going to leave and come back in again, and I'll walk you guys around.
Yeah.
And above and beyond that, it's going to be uploaded right now on your favorite podcast with links to Anchor, iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, you name it, we're there. Just do a search for Bisimoto, and you'll hear this wonderful episode. So thank you so
Yay.
much
Thank you.
for coming out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Hedy,
Oh,
for
sorry.
all your ish talking.
Thank you.
Thank you, Preet,
Makes it
as
fun.
well.
Thank you.
Had a good time, guys.
Hey.
Take care now.
Let 'em go.
Bye.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye-bye.